Today we will explore the small world of nature, the teeny tiny things that we don't often notice or appreciate, the fascinating world of insects. Artists have been making artwork about insects since ancient times. This detail of a grasshopper was found in a painting from the 1600s. This beetle was painted by Albrecht Dürer. Do you think he was looking at a real one as he was drawing it? This is a Tiffany lamp. Can you see the dragonfly? Jewelry artists think insects are beautiful too, as shown in this pendant watch. Yumi Okita makes fabric art inspired by the colors and patterns of insects. Even though they are small, there are many interesting colors, shapes, and patterns we can explore as artists by looking closely at insects. Today, we are going to work in the collage studio to make paper insects. Before we begin, you can look at some of our examples of insects to choose something that looks interesting to you. We have some model insects as well as printed pictures. I think I'll work with this fly today. No matter which insect you choose, they usually have three main parts. The large oval at the bottom, which is the abdomen. The middle oval, which is the thorax. And then, of course, the head. Of course, there are some differences. On a butterfly, you'll be mainly interested with the wings, and then probably just one shape for the body. This centipede creature is very interesting too. I would probably make many circles. But back to our fly. You'll begin by choosing a large piece of paper for the main parts of the body, like the abdomen and the thorax, and possibly the head. And then smaller pieces for any details like wings and legs, eyes. And I think we're ready to start drawing our shapes. I noticed the abdomen was brown, so I'm drawing a large oval, kind of a pointed oval shape. I see that his thorax is green. Here I am trying to decide which background color would look best. I think the blue might be too dark because I'll put black legs on. I think this gray will work. Everything should show up well. Now for the last main part, his head. Just a nice big oval. Most of my shapes have filled the paper so far. I think red will make nice eyes. See how I folded the paper and then drew the one eye, but when I cut it out, I will have two. Same thing for my wings. I can't fold it, but I have two pieces. I draw the wing shape and we'll cut it out, and we'll have two matching wings. Here I am cutting thin strips of black paper for the legs. I'll have 6 total, and I have a choice. I can leave them on straight, or I can cut them into segments so they look bent. I had to take the wings off because the wings should be on top of the legs. I haven't glued anything down yet. I'm going to need to start gluing things down now. Please remember, when you glue, you just use a line of glue around the edge. We do not need a giant swimming pool of glue right in the middle. I decided to just use the straight legs. See how they go off the edges of the paper? And I can trim them after I've glued them down. Now let's talk about the wings. I have seen if you fold the paper into an accordion fold, which is just back and forth folds, it makes a nice dimensional texture. Or take a pencil and roll the wing around your pencil and it kind of curls up. You can do the same thing with antenna or legs. You can curl them or fold them. And here I've glued down my wings and they're sticking up just a bit in my antenna. I believe I'm done for the day. But because we do 2-week art, I'll be leaving it here and adding wonderful details next time. But I'll go ahead and show you now. I noticed when looking closely that the wings had veins, almost like a leaf. So I'm using a Sharpie to add those. I ended up using construction paper crayons for the highlights in the eyes. And colored pencils on construction paper also show up nicely. Just trying to notice all the small things that make my fly special. I can't wait to see what you create today using paper shapes and collage. And remember, if a fly or an insect isn't interesting to you, you can do the same process for any animal.